Hi everybody, this is Kate, President of the Blackstone and Millville Garden Club. I wanted to wish you a very happy new year, and I wanted to tell you about the really cool stuff that's going on with the garden club this year. We're going to keep the stuff that worked and we're going to add on. We're doing a lot of stuff. So for starters, okay, in January, on the 21st, we're having a seed swap. Now, what is a seed swap? A seed swap is a place where garden fans, garden nuts like myself get together and trade seeds. Because sometimes you don't need a whole pack, and sometimes you want to share the seeds you've grown in your own garden. What a bunch of great conversations we have. We teach each other, we learn from each other, and gardeners are the most down-to-earth people, and this is the kickoff event of the year. It'll be held on the 21st of January at the Senior Center in Millville, and they're very nice to host us, and thank you to the team there, including Tina Cook. So, we're also going to be scaling up our lecture series, and we didn't do such a great job because last year was our first year and we didn't do such a great job. We did have our member Casey Doyle do a discussion on growing mushrooms, which was awesome, and I've done a few, but we really need to do more because in our charter one of the things we want to do is educate. So in February, we're going to kick that off, and we're going to have a friend of mine, Eric, come and talk to us about hydroponics. You know, hydroponics is growing plants without soil. And there are a lot of little hydroponic units that we use for growing veg all the way to fruition indoors, or growing herbs, or growing flowers, and there's even hydroponic units that you can start your seeds in and then transplant them outside. Tomatoes, squash, anything you want. So there's a lot of, and you know what kind of soil to use, and not soil. This is the hydroponic. Very easy, and that's a lot of fun. So we'll have him in February to talk about that. So in March, we will start the community garden kickoff. It will start planting. Yes, you can plant stuff in March. You can ready the beds. We did a lot of cleaning up the beds in the fall, but we can get the beds ready. We can plant spinach. We had a real good yield of radish. We can make sure all the perennial beds, the onions, the strawberries, the asparagus, are cleared out nicely, so we'll have a good yield. Last year we grew 156 pounds of food mostly for the community garden. I would like to see if we can substantially increase that. Every year we seem to do well. We learn from our mistakes. What we did well is, we get cucumbers and squash, summer squash growing really well down there. Before we couldn't, but we got the beds and we improved our soil. We're growing, making our own compost. We seem to be doing real well. At that March event, I would also like to get going on the greenhouse. We've had a greenhouse, and there's been a lot of plans to get it put up, but we haven't done it yet. We do have the green light from the town of Millville. Thank you very much, Peter Crusoe, and thank you, Chief Coop. So we'll be putting up the greenhouse there in March. We're going to get going with our spring planting. Okay. All right. What else do we have here? That's March. April is Earth Day, and we are going to be working with collaborating with hopefully the Park and Rec, as we did last year. I'm going to be away. I'm taking a trip overseas that week, but we do have some people that will participate, Earth Day is that whole week is like a high holiday for folks in garden clubs. And we really do need to give back. Last year we elaborated on the gazebo there in town in Blackstone. And this year, Celeste from the Park and Rec in Blackstone has another park for us to beautify. We'll talk to her and solidify those plans and get that going. And perhaps we can do a little something for Millville as well. And or our vice president, Lisa Foster, I guess she has a church that's facing the bike path. So wouldn't it be nice to plant a nice ornamental garden there so people, riding their bikes or walking the path can enjoy some nice and some nice scenery while they're doing their exercise. Okay, May is going to be we're going to have another lecture, and the previous president, Paulette Boyko, she's the president of the Blackstone Garden Club, now disbanded, and she is going to do a lecture on water conservation, how we save water in a drought and keep our plants growing, keep our veggies growing, keep our trees looking nice. So thank you, Paulette, for volunteering to do that. And we're going to have our plant sale. As previous, we're going to have it the day before Mother's Day. Last year it was so cold. This year, hopefully, Mother Nature will cut us a little bit of slack. So what we do, and please, we're going to rely on our members to split up anything you have in your yard. We have people that need to split up their irises or dig their dahlia tubers out and their kind of bulbs and any kind of herbs that are popping up, or anything you can start from seedling. Mid-May we can plant our tomatoes. So if you start tomatoes indoors under lights or what have you, and you have some spare ones, in-house plants, whatever you have. Last year we made, I don't know, I'm not sure, I think probably at least $300-400 in profit, which is good for us. So we're going to again have our plant sale. That will also be in Millville. Okay. Then in June, let's see here. We'll probably do a little bit of something. We do have some beautiful pots that we planted last year for the Senior Center in Blackstone. We planted annuals. Nancy Davidson will be back then from snowbirding in Florida. So we want to do something with her. There's 2 pots. She can do one at the Senior Center to show them. She's really very artistic. And then I'd like for her to do another one for the members and anyone else who wants to see how to plant these annuals. There's a bunch of techniques, and she does a real pretty job of it. And those skills are certainly worth sharing. And hopefully she'll do that with us. She'll be able to, share that with us as a little activity. July, real busy month. Always for gardeners, tending our own gardens, harvesting at the community garden. So we'll be busy doing that. Oh, I think I forgot to say, did I forget to say in May? I did forget to tell you about May. This is, I don't have it down here. We're going to do at the community garden in Millville, we're going to actually do the spring planting, summer planting. All our tomatoes, eggplant, squash, cucumbers, and all that. We'll do that in May as well. Okay. July, we're going to give it a rest. People are on vacation. I shouldn't say rest because, like I say, we have our own gardening stuff to do, and a lot of harvesting in the community garden. So in August, we're going to have another garden to plate. So the first garden to plate is the summer harvest garden to plate, where everybody who grows food brings a little bit of that food to share with the other members of the garden club. And we also like to honor a few people, non-members, who have, brought the love of gardening and have helped us out with our projects. It's kind of a thank you type of an event. And we'll probably have that at the Millville Club. And I think probably Cindy will head that. She usually spearheads those activities. Let's see here. September, big harvest month, nothing special. We'll have our regular meeting. October, we're going to be staffed at the, we have a Columbus Day activity. And last year we did it. The Park and Rec asked us, and we had a booth and we sold a bunch of fall bulbs and they went just like that. So we'd like to do that again. Not only will we sell fall bulbs, but a lot of people are splitting up their flowers, their fall stuff. So maybe we can sell some plants there as well. So November, we're going to have a Friendsgiving. So we'll have another potluck to close out the year, and maybe we'll have a lecture activity at that time at the Millville Club. They've been good to us. They charge us a nominal fee to use and they let us bring our own food. And then, of course, in December, we get to have our year-end meeting. We get to close out, make any changes to the bylaws, have our elections, and kind of draft out the next year's agenda. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I know I have this drafted. It's up. The copy's up. The file is attached to the group somewhere. But I just wanted to tell you. And we do have a few things, as I say, that we're moving forward with in the new year. To better ourselves, we would like to get more members. We're looking forward to getting new members of the 2023 season. I've actually, Uxbridge doesn't have a garden club, neither does Woonsocket, North Smithfield, or Bellingham. So I would like to get a bigger reach and get more people involved. Therefore, if we have more members, perhaps we have people with different skill sets that can actually do more lectures for us so we can all learn, and more activities and more friendship. And that's what we're all about. And as I say, the other thing is with the community garden, we have the 2 plantings. We're putting up the greenhouse. 156 pounds is our status quo, but I'd like to do that. I'd like to do at least 200 pounds worth of produce for the food insecure. Perhaps we'll do some outreach to the seniors as well. And we're actually going to be, for the cold weather anyway, we typically go from the Blackstone Library to the Chestnut Hill Community Center, but the Chestnut Hill Community Center is closed for the cold weather. Who can blame them? It's just too expensive to heat. So we're going to be hanging out every other month in the senior center in Millville once we get the green light. I have to talk to Tina about that, but I think that's a go as well. I'll let everybody know. So I'm trying to think if I forgot to tell you anything. Yes. The we had a few late joiners to the in the 2022 late, that paid their dues late. So and we're asking for another $35 dues for the 2023 season, and that's to be paid on our website. Just do a Google search for Blackstone and Millville Garden Club. We're the only Blackstone and Millville Garden Club in existence, and you can just make a $35 donation. But if you just joined in like October or something, it's not a big deal if you don't. We're not money hungry or trying to take advantage. And also, we want you to be members. We want you to be able to vote at these events and have a say in what goes on. But if you have a hardship and can't pay the membership, we don't judge. just let us know that you're having a hardship. We will waive the dues for you if it's an issue, as always. And who are we looking for from new members? We're looking for people who like to garden, or who might like to garden, or who have respect for the earth. We have food growers, we have flower growers, we have people that like trees, we have people that like all kinds of stuff. But basically what we all have in common, certainly not politics or ethnicity, we're all different, but we all love the earth, and we're all environmentally conscious, and we're all literally down to earth people. It's the best group ever. And if you haven't joined, please do reach out and definitely make yourself known. Come to these meetings and meet us, and become one of the group. So in any case, it's my pleasure to lead the team, to lead the group. I'm very excited about this year. And to you and yours, have a very, very happy new year and a wonderful 2023. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.